General Hospital spoilers December 2nd. Brook Lynn has Joe's back, Emma's determined. The General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, December 2nd, focus on Brook Lynn taking the opportunity to support Gio, which will likely continue to solidify their mother-son bond. Meanwhile, Emma is determined, Willow makes a big decision, and Laura's, get this, happy. The last week of her life was a train wreck, so getting a happy surprise is good. Key takeaways. Brook Lynn steps up for Gio once again, strengthening their evolving mother-son bond. Emma's determination drives her to take action in the aftermath of the teen break-in disaster. Laura finally receives a rare moment of brightness after a turbulent, body-filled week. Willow faces a major decision that could upend her wedding plans with Drew. Michael is offered a tempting deal just as his alibi begins to collapse. Next on General Hospital unconditional support and determination. Brook Lynn, Amanda Seton, and Joe's relationship has finally taken a turn. In GH's weekly video preview, Gio, Giovanni Mazza, and Emma, Braden Bruner, show up at the Quartermaines for Thanksgiving, and Brook Lynn is, obviously, happy to see her son at the door. On Tuesday, Brook Lynn backs up Gio. This could be about the way Dante, Dominic Zamprogna, has come down hard on his biological son after Rocco's disastrous break-in attempt. Do you know what hit the fan after Rocco, Finn Carr, took the blame for something he, Danny, Asher Antonizin, and Charlotte, Bluesy Burke, did? Much like the alcohol poisoning fiasco, Dante lit into Gio for his part in the whole thing. And it didn't matter that Gio and Emma called the whole thing off, and the teens acted on their own. Dante didn't want to hear it. Brook Lynn has made no bones about expressing her dislike for how Dante talked to their son. It seems like she may get to take Joe's side if this teaser also involves Dante taking out his anger on Gio again. Meanwhile, Emma feels guilty for everything that happened with the break-in. Perhaps this determination she's feeling is about locating Dalton's, Daniel Goddard, secret lab. Or maybe she wants to figure out how to get Dante to see reason and realize that Gio isn't to blame here. After all, she wants Gio to be happy, and helping smooth things over between Gio and Dante could achieve that. Something positive. Sure, Laura, Jeannie Francis, won her bid for re-election and Measure C tanked, but the mayor hasn't had much of a chance to process the good news. Instead, she has had to focus on discovering that Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, dumped Dalton's body in the trunk of her car, and that Sonny, Maurice Bernard, and Jason, Steve Burton, disposed of said body. Things like that tend to overshadow everything. However, the weekly spoilers hint that Laura will be on the receiving end of a happy surprise. Could this have to do with Rocco or something or someone else? Maybe Kevin, John Lindstrom, has come home. This week, Willow, Caitlin McMullen, walks down the aisle to Drew, Cameron Matheson. On Tuesday, there may be a hitch with the wedding. Or should we say another hitch, considering Willow and Drew's first wedding attempt didn't end well. The teasers suggest that Willow makes a big decision. Maybe she isn't as sold on the wedding as she thought. From her skewed perspective, she believes marrying Drew will help her regain custody of her kids. Will it? Is she sure of that? Because she shouldn't be. Drew may have the power of a congressman, but he doesn't always get his way, despite what he thinks. Nina, Cynthia Watrose, is one of the devils, or angels, on Willow's shoulder who wants the nurse to truly consider the consequences of her actions. At the end of the day, will Willow marry Drew or will she be a runaway bride once again? Finally, Michael's alibi is becoming less and less viable by the minute. But he's about to receive a tempting offer. Can this offer help Michael, Rory Gibson, stay off the police's radar? What does this offer involve? Watch this. Soap Hub says provides the weekly breakdown you don't want to miss. December in Port Charles never arrives quietly. Snow may fall in gentle flurries outside Kelly's Diner and the hospital Christmas tree may twinkle in the GH atrium, but beneath the holiday charm beats a city full of people carrying secrets, confessions, heartbreak, and sometimes a little hope. December 2nd will be no exception, and as viewers gear up for another emotionally charged week, two storylines stand ready to define the day: Brook Lynn going all in to protect Gio, and Emma Scorpio Drake showing a determination that could change everything for someone she loves. What unfolds next will test loyalties, unravel forgotten truths, and force several characters to confront who they are and who they're becoming. Brook Lynn Quartermaine, the protector no one saw coming. Brook Lynn Quartermaine has always walked the line between fierce loyalty and impulsive decisions. You don't grow up a Quartermaine without learning how to survive family expectations, the pressure of a legacy, and the ache of your own mistakes. But recently, something in Brook Lynn has shifted. She's grown steadier, sharper, more grounded in who she wants to be. That growth is put to the test when Geo, the newest addition to the Quartermaine orbit, lands in trouble he never saw coming. Joe's talent and trouble. Geo has been something of a revelation in Port Charles. A gifted musician, he has a sensitivity that contrasts beautifully with the chaos of Quartermaine life. But talent often draws jealousy, and kindness sometimes invites manipulation. Something happens, something that begins quietly but threatens to spiral, and Geo suddenly finds himself blamed for a mistake he didn't make. Rumors swirl. Accusations stick. And those who don't know Geo well begin to believe the worst. But Brook Lynn? She sees right through it. Brook Lynn's line in the sand. December 2nd finds Brook Lynn ready to step into big sister mode in a way that surprises even her. There is no hesitation, Geo is family. And Quartermaines protect their own, even if they sometimes start fires themselves. Brook Lynn confronts the source of the trouble, whether it's a jealous rival at deception, an opportunistic producer, or someone trying to sabotage Leo's winter recital plans, and she doesn't blink. She's learned how to fight without losing her soul, how to push back without betraying who she's become. The old Brook Lynn might have threatened someone with a lawsuit she couldn't quite spell. The new Brook Lynn uses her intelligence, instincts, and heart. There is a moment, brief but impactful, where Geo realizes she isn't protecting him out of obligation. She believes in him. That belief hits him deeply, giving the young artist a confidence he hasn't yet found on his own. A new family dynamic emerges. The Quartermaine mansion is no stranger to drama, but what's brewing now is different. Brook Lynn's support of Geo creates a fresh dynamic, one grounded in respect rather than chaos. Tracy might roll her eyes, Lois might offer spirited commentary from the doorway, and Olivia might deliver a passionate monologue about integrity, but in the center of it, Brook Lynn stands firm. This could mark the start of a deeper storyline for Geo, one where he steps out from the kid with talent into a fully realized character with backbone, vulnerabilities, and a front-row seat to the complications of Port Charles life.